G'day, this is Captain Noob, and this is the Sayga 12. This is a highly customizable standalone shotgun or rifle type weapon, depending on what you load it. And it has the same animations as a handmade rifle. I believe this mod does require the Nuka World DLC to actually download it. And you've got the charging handle on both sides, so it doesn't matter which reload animation you use. I suppose it'll work either way, which is kind of cool, I guess. Now, the Sayga 12K, I guess, in real life is a shotgun variant of that. This isn't spelt like S-A-I-G-A, this is S-A-Y-G-A, so I guess it's different. I really have no idea what's going on here, to be honest, but we're doing 172 damage with all standard parts, so let's go ahead and boost that a little bit. Now, the attachments are in a kind of a weird order, so we have to kind of scope through these. Receiver Semi-Special is the best semi-auto receiver there is. 379 damage, very, very nice indeed. We'll chuck that on, and you can chuck a long barrel on too. That'll increase the range and accuracy. Pretty stock standard stuff for a rifle, I suppose, or a shotgun. And you can have it. See more! That one's stretching its calves on the windowsill, so I've got to choose that one. And now we can chuck a suppressor on if we need to. And I'm going to piss off everyone and chuck that on the rifle variant. Instead, we'll just chuck on a muzzle brake. Very nice. And moving to the stocks, you can have a SOP mod or a Magpul Stock. Magpul's a name that even I recognize, and I don't buy guns on the daily, so, you know, we'll chuck that on for brand recognition. Magpul sponsorship coming in very, very soon indeed. And you can change the magazines. Now, these ones are all shotgun shells, but if you move over to the mags marked as 308, you'll actually change the ammo, it'll fire one bullet, and you'll get a whole lot of range. So, yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. So let's go ahead and chuck on a... You know what, let's chuck on a drum mag for our shotgun. Why the hell not, eh? And you can chuck a laser sight on the left rail. I'm not sure how exactly a laser sight is going to do on a shotgun other than be tactical. You can also put a flashlight on the other side. We'll see if that works a little bit later, I suppose. And you can put a bipod on it. There it is. Now, this is probably the last thing I want on a shotgun, so I'm not going to make everybody quit out of the video by not attaching that. And you can have a grip, though. An angle grip or just a regular grip. I'm not sure if they actually grip onto them in third person or first person, but we'll see in just a second. And if the damage isn't quite doing it for you, there's a bunch of sliders. With the fire rate and damage how it is, I feel like we'll be doing just fine. And there's also a legendary effect if you want it. Alright, I'm going to make a couple more of these, and I'll see you where we usually are. Okay, so here we are in the nice orange haze of a sunset inside Gunner's Plaza. This is our Sayga 12. Gotta remember to don't say Sayga 12K because that's not what the weapon is called. And it's what it looks like in third person. Here's a couple of other Sayga 12s on me. That one's my sniper variant with the 308. This one is the suppressed shotgun. And this one is the suppressed automatic. And unfortunately, you can't actually get the grips working, which I guess is just the animations, but they're there. They look kind of cool. They don't do anything, but at least they're there, alright? And as you can tell, compared to the other shotguns I've used this week, this thing has incredible DPS. This thing probably blows the combat shotgun out of the water, because a combat shotgun only fires as fast as, say, that if it's quick, if you click on the trigger, but this thing fires basically twice as quick, and it's also got a huge ammo capacity provided you've got the drum on it, which means you can basically keep on firing until all of the enemies are dead. You can basically fire on Monday and reload on the following Sunday. There we go. Pretty good so far. Definitely extremely powerful. Something you don't have to chuck on legendary effects to actually get it working. This one is the 308. It's also got a sniper scope on it, which the lens is untextured, unfortunately. But oh, and there's a double fire courtesy of Hitman's animations. I'm not sure if they'll ever fixed, but yeah, you've got a little bit of an AN94 DNA getting into this gun, which is kind of interesting. Let's see if I can get some sort of sniper knockdown with it. Doesn't look like we've got anything like that just yet. We can get a couple of Sagas here and there, but that's from Rifleman itself. You don't just get increased damage from Rifleman perks, you get a chance to ignore armor and to also, I can see you around the corner, mate. Ah, there's a sniper knockdown. Oh wait, I just killed the man. Okay, I killed him. There's Captain Bridget. Let's see if we can nail a quick few headshots. Ah, there's the knockdown. Excellent. So we finally found that knockdown. Let's move on to the suppressed shotgun, because you're probably dying to hear that, right? I know, suppressing shotguns is fucking heresy. That's what it sounds like. It actually sounds like a suppressed handmade rifle too, so maybe these sounds are basically the same as what you'd see, and I don't know what happened there, but yeah. Managing to take out these gunners extremely easily in terms of a weapon that is good in close quarters and can back you up when they're going out, when you're going a little bit further out. Well, I think this thing has got you covered. And versatility with shotguns like this, or shotgun weapon mods primarily, is not really what you see, so it is nice to have a little bit of a rifle option with a shotgun too. If you're a fan of the Sayga IRL, then, well, you've got the perfect mod here. Now, just like the lever action shotgun, I think using this as not a shotgun, or rather a sniper, but in this case it's automatic, so it's a commando, it's a stealth commando. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. But yeah, if we use the same wow, okay, almost 900 damage, a little bit less on you, because you decided not to take those sneak attack criticals. So with the fire rate and the damage output of this, the only thing that's going to be holding us back for the most part is the mag size, which at 30 is average, but there's definitely a lot higher mag capacities out there in terms of other weapons in this game, but I don't think that's going to matter all that much. Let's just hose down that bear. He was legendary, so let's see what he dropped. He dropped utter crap, so yeah, that's another good prefix that they took out and made some sort of secondary or tertiary legendary effect. I'm pretty sure it's a secondary, but yep. As you can tell, when we've got it outfitted with the auto receiver and the suppressor and just spamming sneak crits like that, well, one headshot will do them in, and as long as we're in caution and sneaking, we get access to basically kill everything instantly, which is insanely overpowered compared to how the shotgun performs in other situations. But yeah, it's got a bit of versatility to that. It's a big, hard-hitting rifle. You know, when I think of big 308 or 7.62 firing hard-hitting rifles, I think Scar H. I don't think Sayga. I think Sayga is more of a shotgun thing. Now, I'm not actually sure whether the Sayga in real life can be rechambered. I suppose it can, because the shotgun shells have a bit of a punch to them, and the internals of the shotgun should be able to handle it. So we'll just keep on going with the suppressed shotgun here, see if it can't make better damage than the rifle. Probably not, because at range we're going to be severely limited. I'm not sure what that second shot went, but it definitely didn't hit my target. Okay, so I feel like we'd be hitting these guys for a little bit less than we would if we were just firing the rifle. But again, this is a little bit more forgiving, because for those of you who don't know how shotguns work in this game, and also in Fallout 76, it takes the base damage and divides them evenly along your projectiles. So if you only like hit half of your shot, you're still gonna pull about half of the damage, right? So in that way, and with the spread of the inherent spread of the weapon, it does make it a little bit more forgiving of missed shots in close quarters, or rather, not in close quarters, a little bit further out. Or the spread on this is pretty tight though, so if you do aim for center mass at point blank range, you're not going to miss anything ever. We'll keep on going. I'm wondering whether this thing, equipped with a scope with the shotgun receivers on, or shotgun magazines, can actually make use of that sniper trick that the combat shotgun of the vanilla game can, where you can basically make it a staggering knocking down machine, which unfortunately isn't a thing in Fallout 76. Shotguns are actually a class of their own now, rather than rifles. And I guess the reason why they've got the license to do that, or why they can do that, is just a saying, but they can do that in Fallout 76 because of the much wider range of perks. There can only be 70 perks, 70 or so perks, or perk types, I suppose, when it comes to Fallout 4. There's special, that's SP, fucking 7. There's 7, right? And there's only 10 of those things, so if they had well, as we're a nerd rage, we might as well make good use out of this, and once we reload, we'll get out our second weapon and try to hose him down with that, hitting him for 1300 damage, and let's see if I can't get myself out of this. Obviously, that boosting of damage is good. Ooh. Time for some more VATs, I reckon, because I ain't leaving this to chance. I've got barely any HP left at all. Unfortunately, we can't take cover behind him because I'll just see right through it. Nice little angle of him being completely devastated there. But yeah, if they had to have multiple types of weapons, like, there's heaps of different types of weapons. There's auto pistols, regular pistols, auto rifles, semi-auto rifles, heavy guns, launcher heavy guns. So if you tally in all of that, you get 6 or 7 different weapon types, which obviously is only going to leave an extra X amount of perks for them to actually use. So in terms of the design limitations, you could actually make shotguns incredibly overpowered back in Fallout 4, but that's been changed, and that was probably a nonsensical rant. To demonstrate how powerful this stealth commando setup can be on this rifle, take this stupid crab over here. We've pretty much nuked half of his health bar already. He's mutated, he's coming more into range. We're still in caution, still pouring the sneak attack crits on him, and now he is dead. And about 90-ish bullets, 87 bullets. I think I had 3 left in the mag when I finished him off there. And that's efficient. That's going to take up a lot of bullets if you keep doing that day in, day out, but that's an efficient way of killing that son of a bitch. Okay, welcome to the glowing sea, or rather just kind of the edge of it. There's a ghoul over there. We don't usually take out this one, but I'm going to do it in probably less than a magazine. So let's see how this works, eh? Almost got him, and that's him dead. So it only took half a mag. Half a mag and that giant-ass ghoul is dead. For some reason, that one is friendly, maybe ghoulish. Oh, wait, they just haven't detected me yet. That's the problem. Just die, feral ghoul roam. I see he was aggroed, but it's too late. And we'll go for a critical in your head. Just a cheeky 2400 damage, and the fun doesn't stop there. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're done now. Let's get out of this irradiated hellhole. I like the glowing sea. It's a cool part of the Commonwealth map. Unfortunately, I didn't do anything really cool like this in Fallout 76. There's a place where it's red and there's holes in the ground and bats crawl out of them, but that ain't the same atmosphere as this place. Okay, last test of the day. I've got another one. It's a shotgun. It's got a scope on it, but that's all for good reason. Oh my god, we can knock them down. Okay, we've only got 10 in the magazine, so it'll slow us down considerably doing that, but basically it's game over. He's not going to be able to get up. Couple this with either the kneecapper legendary effect or the staggering legendary effect, and you've got a showstopper right there. That'll stop basically anything in your tracks. I don't think there's a whole lot of enemies that don't get knocked down like this. I don't think Violet Queens do. I think Violet Queens might be the only one, because I remember dropping Swan on his ass many times during this, but only problem is it's a little bit slow, so what we'll probably do is switch over to our commander rifle, wherever it is, there it is, and just start shooting him in the face, and yeah, it's actually super efficient on VATS too. I haven't used it, and I haven't really had a thought to analyze it too much in VATS, but the amount of damage you get versus the amount of shots you are putting out in VATS, or yeah, the AP usage part of it, it's huge. It's so much. So we'll just keep on. Ooh, we got attacked there. He's coming in for another attack, so we'll just stall him, I suppose, with that, and run right through him. Perfect. All right, that's still pretty good. We'll switch back over to this one. Hopefully that car doesn't explode. That'll probably kill me, but even at range, if we manage to get a couple of projectiles on him to drop him down, that would be good. There we go. So it doesn't take a whole lot of projectiles to actually rather, it's like, I think it's a 15% chance or something, and if you're rolling that over 7 or 8 projectiles, well, you're kind of guaranteed. It's very rare where it doesn't actually knock him down like that, so yeah. Just gonna keep shooting him, and I guess when our AP is regenerated, what we can do is just switch over to the... Oh, we don't actually have a lot of bullets loaded in this thing. That's okay, we've got a quick reload perk. Alrighty, mate, open up wide. This will be your final run. Go for a critical. No, before the critical even comes in, we can't do a nice little finisher there. And we got 75 308s back for our trouble. Actually, could probably have gotten less or more 308s than we actually used on that crab that we killed a little bit earlier, and whoops, that's not supposed to happen. Now, the game's modded, so we can't blame Bethesda on that. Anyways, I think you get the point of this weapon. That was the Sayga 12, and it's been a blast to use. It's extremely overpowered. Like, I don't use this word lightly. I don't go around calling, oh, I've got an explosive mutant's fucking lever gun. It's overpowered. No, this thing is actually overpowered. It's unbalanced. But who cares? It's a mod gun. We can have fun with this thing. It's not going to break anyone's balance for us. So, yeah, OP weapons are fine in single-player games. It's up to you to lower the damage yourself if you think it's too bad, or just don't use them at all. Links in the description below if you want it. If there is a console port of this, I'll be chucking that in, but I kind of doubt it. I think this one's a PC only, so sorry console users, you have to find the Sayga 12 and I guess modern firearms if they have one. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, guys.